For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed... Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. "Pretty girl," she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
Search the area! Face on! This way! Over here!
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
I've lost contact with most of the men you assigned to me. It's Wake's doing.
Wait, are you seriously telling me that Geek Ryder just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket. Over.
He's the guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions.
You on the ground. Hold it right there. There's nowhere to run. Freeze!
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, Mulligan, what are you doing? Come on!
Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, you know what I mean? Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The, Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh, yeah, I bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine. Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light. The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again. It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over. Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
And here's another call. You're on KBF-FM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror.
I have been poor. I lost both my arms and legs since last I spoke with anyone, and I now survive on a sustenance of crayons and cum. So, if you feel like donating to my OnlyFans, oh my fucking god, that'd be fantastic. Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's pretty rad, actually. I would, if you have the opportunity to have all of your limbs removed, I would definitely recommend you give it a whirl. I don't think you'd be disappointed. I'll cut off your limbs for you, even. And also, a big selling point. What the fuck is going on? How do you... Oh, thank God. A big selling point is you can't defend yourself if someone wants to take advantage of you. So, like, you know, hey, you win some, you lose some. Okay, here's a really good would you rather. Would you, well, not a would you rather, just a what if. Would you fuck that old guy right there? I like the fact that he's not really moving. He's not sitting in his chair. This is, imagine he turns around and he sees me and he wonders to himself. But he doesn't do anything. And then he just unzips his pants. Like, he instinctively knows. He just unzips his pants and starts, you know, doing what he does best. Food for thought. Nah, to pull a Louis C.K., you'd have to ask for permission first. So no. This guy just starts doing it. And then I'd have to give him permission and then change my mind 20 years later. So, no, not quite that.
You back away from me! Don't hurt him! Whoa. Everyone calm down.
Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Judas Priest!
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
Cool your jets, Nightingale.
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine. Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm.
His cheeks burned, but it wasn't the cheeks on his face.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use. Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. He keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me. The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew. I could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there. That was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path. I hoped I could find a car from there. The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path. I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me. As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Straight up almost shat my pants. That was fucking scary. Second guy came out of nowhere.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
I wish a lake would suck me up, you know what I mean? Like my penis, like a blowjob, specifically. I can get into more detail. Specifically oral sex. I explained this already, but I actually don't live, so egg on your face. You look like a fucking idiot. I'm recording this from beyond the grave. This guy's kind of a jerk, huh? Bitch. How do I... Jesus fucking Christ. You're not chilling. There we go. Imagine sitting down on like a pipe like this and it going inside of you, and then at one point you just become the pipe. Kind of like in the new Kirby game, how you can do deep throat mode. How you can do deep throat mode? You can deep throat this pipe. Imagine Alan Wake. Imagine you write a fan fiction about Alan Wake deep throating this part. He's doing deep throat mode. He played the new Kirby and he felt inspired. You don't find it curious that there's no, like, the light isn't really on? The light is coming from a dark bulb? Curious is all.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now.
Okay, literally like less than half a scene ago, Alan was explaining how he had to talk to the disc jockey about where the coal mine was because he didn't know, and then he's like, I'm here now all of a sudden, even though no one ever gave me directions. I can really appreciate that he got out of the car so the scene could start.
Little by little, without realizing
Okay,
it.
but this is the canon in this world is that Alan never learned how to drive. Dude, I fell out of the car. He jumped out midway. Wait, hold on. We gotta do round 2.
And he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man would clutch at a straw.
Okay, check it out. Watch.
Little by little, without realizing it.
The branch got in the way. You're just gonna have to take my word for it.
Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man would clutch at a straw. Little by little, without realizing it. I'd come to believe that the
What if Alan just gets really into off-roading and he completely forgets about Alice? He just gets really into like, wow, this truck has 4-wheel drive.
Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark.
He like goes
was
mudding.
trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
Oh, do you think I can squeeze through? Yeah. Oh! Squeezing through is not a good... Oh, you know what? Let's try it, actually. It worked out. Does Alan seem like a top or a bottom kind of guy?
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained.
You want to know why he was detained? He was masturbating while watching me. With consent, but I took it back after the fact.
Manners and a boot in the ass, not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music. Welcome back to KBF-FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special something.
Look at those bed sheets. Could you imagine you bring home the guy who's going to top you and he sees those bed sheets?
To me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure.
But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever, and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? Hey, there's plenty of fish in the sea. And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh? Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh? Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here. Okay. Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was.
Would you... You're dumb. Would you open your eyes during very intimate intercourse with Alan Wake?
It was a long time ago.
Like, would you look in... And he was looking into yours like this, but, like, also with that same empty, glazed-over look. Like, he's like an NPC who's idling. That's what he looks like while he's bottoming you. But also in a way where, like, you guys are face to face.
Scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
I don't think there is a way. So imagine, imagine you're having sex with Alan Wake, and you're trying to keep your eyes closed, but he's prying them open. Like, the whole time you keep trying to close him, and he's just like, he's in there full force just trying to open them up, like, no, you look at me. Oh, I hope my neighbors can't hear me.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
Okay, one of us should read this very passionately.
Why?
While there were some earlier... Could you imagine, like...
I think there's any way to read that. Oh.
Here's a real question. Here's a real question for you. Would you... Let's say you're Alan Wake and your wife has disappeared, and, like, she's been gone for a few days now, and, like...
And you get really into mine museums?
You get really into mine museums. Anyways, before you go to bed, do you still do your skincare routine? Yes or no?
Oh, for sure.
You take the time to do it?
Yeah, definitely.
You're just like, Alice isn't that important. Fuck that bitch.
If you're gonna pry someone's eyes open during sex, you gotta make sure you're using your retinol.
You're like, I don't want them to be able to see my pores, but I do want them to be able to see my eyes.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than...
He's such a bad writer.
I think he's phenomenal. I would read one of his full books. That's just...
Like, Nightingale is gone and it's windy. Like, those are two separate thoughts.
No, see, what I'm saying is I would love a full book of just run-on sentences like this. I think it would really bring a lot to the table.
That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. Same.
Oh, he takes the time to read all of these. Okay, hold on. In 1970, a volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake, while relatively minor as in underage, you know what I mean, caused most of the deep mining tunnels to collapse or flood. 32 miners, is this Texas? Lost their lives in the calamity, and all mining around Bright Falls came to a final stop. Now many of the remaining buildings are protected as historical landmarks.
Okay.
But damn, they took that death more seriously than, like, school shootings.
Mm-hmm. Not do anything here either.
Huh?
Yeah?
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on.
You could try taking off your tweed jacket.
How is that thing not more ripped and stained?
Huh?
It was killing me.
His jacket.
I like how he put a chair in the center of the room just to kick it dramatically in a later scene.
I'm like 3 seconds behind you. Mm-hmm.
Wait, where the hell are you? Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there.
There's a lookout point there. The way he said it's so matter of fact.
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Twink.
Hello? Hello?
He hears a dial tone. Hello? That's not how phones work, bestie.
To Mirror Peak.
It's like, I know I heard a dial. Oh my fucking god. Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared.
It was close. Closer than ever before.
Is that a fucking bear trap? No, it was the chair. It fucking attacked me. The chair from earlier fucking attacked me. Of course it did. Oh! What is hurting me?
That.
Oh, thank you. It's all cleared up now. Thank you. Can I get a Hoya? I feel like he probably could have just lifted that up with his hands. Ooh.
Probably. What you think I do?
This manuscript better be fucking lit.
Fell for Barbara Jagger.
It's not.
You haven't even seen it. Shut up.
Full of life. He had never been a very happy man. And without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of the jigsaw puzzle he had known had answered.
Can you do a little louder?
She made the words flow, strong and sharp.
Thank you.
I'm trying to do ASMR.
Is that what that is?
Imagine. Imagine. Okay, no, real talk. Imagine you're having sex with... I feel like half of my imagines, it starts like that though. Okay, but imagine you're having sex with Alan Wake and he's unsuccessful with prying your eyes open. And so after he's unsuccessful, you just hear but you're like, what could he be doing? He's like coaxing you into opening your eyes. Wow, there's a lot of ammo here. I wonder if there's gonna be a boss. Oh, he's running at me.
Where do these people get all of their axes?
Well, it is a mine.
Yeah, so it would be pickaxes. These are wood axes.
Well, they're loggers.
Next profession here.
What if these people are just angry because Alan fucked their wives non-consensually? Oh my fucking god, Jesus! Was that a measured response?
That car?
Yeah.
You fucked your wife non-consensually.
So you're implying that I fucked the cart's wife?
Yeah.
That tracks. I mean, Alan would. I wouldn't. Alan would. But not like in a pleasureful way. Like, it wasn't with the intent of him bringing pleasure to himself or the person he was fucking. Like,
Are you him fucking the car still?
Well, I'm not at liberty to disclose exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, that's fucking cool. If they were smart, one of them would have just gone behind me and the other one would have came out here in front of me. That would have been the smart move.
They don't strike me as smart.
They're too enraged by their thoroughly fucked wives.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I hear something. But I don't see some. Oh, it's in there. Jesus, something in there's Angie. Oh, it's a few things.
Oh, it's another car.
Yeah? Maybe it's the car I originally fucked. I don't know how to... Oh, wait, look. Oh, never mind. I thought one of my, like, little notes was in there, but nah, incorrect. What if Alan just sits down and, like, embraces the vibrations on his bare asshole for, like, the rest of the night? I'm just saying he could. I'm not saying he will.
Alice and gets a prostate massage.
Would you not? Would you say no?
I don't have a prostate.
Okay, bold of you to assume. Okay, I think there was only two. Who? Ah! How does the mummy sound again?
Not it.
What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening?
Trees are falling. That's not what it sounds like.
In my headcanon, that's exactly what it sounds like. I did it in my car earlier. I ran to the store and holy shit, I yelled like as loud as I could. My voice like cracks in the audio. Damn, who is in this car? I hope they're okay. Ah!
It seems fine.
Okay, so let me guess. I'm gonna have to have non-consensual sex with some more cars. Whee! Whee! Damn, bumper cars up in this bitch. I pinned that guy. Oh my god. Imagine how strong you have to be to, like, fuck up a car just by hitting it while it's in motion. Oop. That didn't work. I didn't do none. Did I really need a car for this section? Was it literally just to kill those guys? A Jeep would have been able to go up these stairs.
Not necessarily.
Okay, expert on Jeeps all of a sudden.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, I'm scared.
Oh.
Would you let Alan Wake have sex with your dad? Holy shit.
Well, that's my dad's decision.
Huh?
I said that's my dad's decision.
But let's say your dad was like, oh, I can't decide, he's so hot. Holy fucking shit. Would you make that, would you, oh my god, I am fucked. I'm beyond fucked.
It's really big.
How do you know? I didn't even get close to his crotch. How did you know he was big? How could you have possibly known that homeboy was hung like Saddam Hussein? Y'all are being rude. Oh, did not mean to shoot a flare. That was dumb as fuck. I will say this though, the game constantly like gives you so much ammo and so many things. I'm just playing it on the regular difficulty. They give you so many things to like stand up against the bad guys with. And then at the end of the level, they take it all away. They're like, oh, well, we gave you too much stuff, so we're taking it all away. Imagine between every Resident Evil level, they take everything away. It would diminish the point of collecting anything. At a certain point, you're just like, oh, well, I'm getting near the end of the level, so why even pick anything up?
Wait, how did you get under the blanket? Oh my god. It's like a worm.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah. Some damn good coffee.
Some of the taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the dark presence.
Not ASMR.
As with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it barely touched him.
Do you think it touched him sexually?
Yeah.
Do you think it means like it edged him?
Mm-hmm.
Or more like sounded him?
That's like two different concepts.
What am I snacking on? I'm snacking on dried cum. Holy shit, what the fuck is going on? But it's dried, what is generally known as cum, yeah. But if you want a fake answer, then I'll just say salt and vinegar chips. The kettle corn, or the kettle brand. It gives me a nice healthy dosage of diarrhea.
Or standard power company equipment.
Where did this road go? Nowhere. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Bitch. I don't know if you get anything for killing the goop, or for killing anything, really. Damn, fellas. Oh, back up. I can see that guy in the background. Why would it even make that animation like I'm done with him? Woo! Y'all are being fucking mean. Oh. When have you ever known a flare to last just a few seconds?
I don't know, I guess it depends on the flare.
Are these dollar store flares?
They could be.
Hold on, I don't want a flare. I want a flashbang. Bye! Yeah. Oh my god, he's still alive! He just shrugged off the flare. Very normal, very cool thing to do. Okay, well, where do I want to go?
Ow.
A note. Some more run-on sentences. You ready?
I stared through the doors of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he looked.
He seemed unhinged.
What if Agent Nightingale just really wants to have sex with Alan Wake?
It could be.
I'm gonna be real with you right now. That would be me.
What, trying to have sex with Alan Wake?
But in an unhinged manner.
So you're both trying to pry each other's eyes open.
Well, his are already open. His never close. I'm trying to close his eyes while he's trying to pry mine open. Oh, Alan, don't do it! Oh my god, I almost fell. I guess you can fall into these little holes. He's trying to pry mine open, and I'm trying to pry his shut. But I don't think the word is pry in that instance. What would it be?
Pry? Versus pry? I don't know.
Oh my god. Line them up so I can knock them down. Boom! Get fucked, bitch. I'm legitimately running out of ammo. But running isn't an option. Like, they didn't make Alan fast enough to outrun any of the baddies.
He's an author.
Okay, I'm not saying it's unrealistic that he can't outrun them. I'm saying, why would they not? I guess it's weird because I was complaining about having too many things before, so I guess it's better that now I'm having less, but...
Thanks.
I'm still gonna complain.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Whoa, pump action shotgun. Switch it. Okay, thank you. Okay, we got a pump action shotgun. that was fucking scary. Oh my god. From my kitchen, I heard someone talking, and I was about to shit myself, but it was just my Google responding. I thought I was talking to him. But dude, that was fucking scary.
Your house is haunted.
That's not funny, don't even say that. Because I'll come right now. But yeah, that was fucking creepy. Just hearing talking coming from the oh, that's, oh my fucking god. Do y'all want to not do that? I can't do anything. I never reload my flashlight. Just to spite the mechanic. I really hate the fact you have to reload a flashlight. How do you make a flashlight shine brighter anyways? The whole thing doesn't make sense. Doesn't make a lick of sense. So I just choose to ignore this like vital game mechanic. Yeah, bitch. Eat my ass. Okay, I for real am gonna run out of ammo though. I have a feeling I shouldn't have gone this way. There's a crane down there. Should I have gone down there? Nope, that's water. I can't tell if this is where I came from, but I hope not. Get fucked. Do you think headshots make a difference?
Maybe.
Oh, I literally just could have walked up these stairs. Oh, that's sad. They be angry.
Was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
Do autistic people have this, like, kind of inner narration? Or is it just sociopaths? Dude, I for real, they have not given... What the fuck? Did you see him, like, teleport out of there? You're being mean, dog. Do you see this? I don't like the way he's like... I don't... Bessie, I'm nervous. And I can't... Dude, I literally can't... He's moving around too fast for me to break the, like... Bitch, fuck you. Fuck yourself. God, that guy sucked ass. Now I can finally pry people's eyes open during sex in peace. Just batteries? Oh, that's rad. What if the game can hear me? What if the game was like, oh, we're giving him too much gear. We're gonna stop. Because that's my running theory.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century. Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan. I needed a key for the door. Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit. The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up. Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain. Alice? I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here. The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard. I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here. Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this. I'd have to make my way up this mineshaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
See you, Chief. I will be nomming on that come till the cows come home. Whatever's the most appropriate thing to say here. But good night.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby." Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great. Mott had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy. I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat. I was close now. I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Wait! Are you? Wait! Hey, I'm here! I'm coming! No! Get away! Sorry. Please, Lane. The boss didn't know what he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have a wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make her play ball. You see? They got him writing for us. Please! Please! Oh! I'm sorry!